Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
Welcome to the Life of Great podcast show, and this is your host, Fulfillment Obi. This podcast episode is dedicated to all those who feel stuck in life. Maybe you're working tirelessly, but you're experiencing no progress, no growth, and it seems you're moving around in circles. Maybe you've tried to diagnose the problem, but you still can't find out why. In this episode, we're talking about progression, how you can start making progress, no matter how small or how little. So ensure you stick around to the end of this episode so you will learn a lot and so that you'll be upgraded. So with that being said, let's get ready for an upgrade.
Your first question: what is your aspiration in life?
I know you feeling this one.
My aspiration.
Some of that jazz for your mind.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Okay. So much fun for me. I love it.
Would you like that?
Making progress is essential to our daily life. Physically, we grow every day, advancing in age, gaining more experience, which happens automatically as we continue to live. But what about those areas of our life which determines our future and our destinies? What about those areas that without them we may never fulfill purpose or destiny? For example, emotionally, we talk about emotional intelligence, relationship, and internal security. Financially, we talk about how we handle money, how you make money, how much do you make within a particular time frame. Educationally, we talk about advancing in knowledge, mastering new skill, developing yourself in areas or in new discipline. Productivity, how you manage your life in general. If you don't make progress in any of these areas, you'll begin to suffer. It's important that you daily make small progress by taking daily small steps. Progression is all about progress and growth, ensuring that you are always moving towards the better. We're going to talk about some terminologies that will help us put everything we've said so far into perspective. The first thing I want to talk about is the feedback loop. Let's talk about the feedback loop. The feedback loop is an internal system that regulates our response, motivation, and level of energy dispensation towards any work or engagement. So if you start a bodybuilding program and you consistently hit the gym for 18 weeks, but you didn't notice any progress or change in your body, what's going to happen is that you will feel sad and might even give up. Even if you don't give up, your motivation towards bodybuilding will be very low and you find it very difficult to stay consistent. Now let's talk about positive and negative feedback loop. Positive feedback loop is the feedback you get when you know you are making progress. It inspires you to keep moving, taking action, and this in turn will keep feeding your feedback positively. Negative feedback is the feedback you get when you are doing something but you are not experiencing any progress or any change, which often leads to frustration. So progression is positive feedback, and positive feedback drives action, which in turn makes more progress, and this is the feedback loop. But there are things to keep in mind. Goals varies, and some goals might take months or years before you actually notice any progress. But the good thing is that you can break every big and humongous goal down to small bit and start tracking small progress so that you can experience positive feedback. Now let's talk about regression. Regression happens when we experience the opposite of a desired result. So for example, you want to start a business so you can make more money, but you ended up losing more money. That's regression. There are two things it teaches us. One, we did the right stuff at the wrong time. Two, we did the wrong stuff for the wrong reasons, or it wasn't meant for us in the first place. So you either experience progression, regression, or negative feedback. Now we're about to get to the juicy part. I want to talk about why you aren't making any progress, or why it's difficult for you to make progress. So make sure you pay attention to these things I'm about to say, because they'll change your life forever. Number one is the inability to be fluid. The only constant in life is change, and change requires a sharp mind. So the ability to observe a situation and predict the outcome will help you make the necessary changes early. So if you know what to do and you know what to change or what to continue or what to stop doing, you can make the necessary changes and keep making progress. So you can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. That's stupidity. So if you are fluid, you will be able to change your strategies depending on the situation you find yourself or how things are currently moving or going. Number 2, your blind spot is killing you. There are things about yourself you don't know, and they are reducing your chances of making any progress. Your bad attitude, character issues, your bad work ethics, and so on. So those things about yourself you don't know are actually keeping you in a circle, and that's why you're not making any progress. So what you want to do is to ask people around you, what are the things in my life that are currently limiting my chances of growth? The people around your life that are close to you might see some things about your life that you cannot see. So by asking the people to be honest with you and to tell you the truth, we increase your chances of making progress, and you can eliminate those bad attitudes or bad energy or things in your life that are working against you, so you will not make the progress you desire. Number 3 is negativity. If you're always negative and believe in the negative and always speak negative, no amount of work will change anything. Negativity is a poison to your life, to your mind, to your soul. And this is a spiritual stuff, because the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. And he says we should be careful of the things we think about and the things that goes on the inside of us or in our heart, because out of our heart flows the issues of life. So if you are negative and you dwell in the negative, don't expect to see anything positive in your life. So maybe the reason you aren't making any progress in life is because you're negative. You speak negative, you think negative stuff, and so everything around your life is negativity. So you try to engage in stuff, but they don't work out because you're filled with negative energy. The first thing you need to do is to detach yourself from every form of negativity. Believe that it is possible to do whatever you want to do, and the best is always to come. If you believe on the positive and you start thinking positively, then you will be able to experience progress. Number 4 are distractions. Distractions of any sort are the roadblocks to progress. So if you want to learn about distraction in details, in depth, then check out my other episode where I talked about destructive distractions. Distractions are very terrible. They will keep you behind, and they'll keep you in a circle. They'll keep you in a loop. You will never make any progress, and you just remain in one spot. So deal with your distractions. Every tendency of distraction in your life, try to eliminate them. Social media, gaming, partying, whatever it is, just take away those things, and you will see that then you will begin to experience genuine progress. Number 5 is your perception. Your distorted view about life can limit your progress in life. So you may need to let go of your biases by stepping into the other side to see from another perspective, so you can make the necessary changes, so you can learn about your situation and know how you can provide solution to whatever you're going through or you're facing. So if you have the wrong perception about life, it will be difficult for you to ever progress. So the best thing to do is to learn about perception, and I've done an episode where we talked about perception in details. So go back to our previous episode, and learn about perception. Number 6 is opposing God. I know a lot of us are not Christians, but if you're a Christian, this is very important. Even if you're not a Christian, this is very important, because most times we go against our destiny. When we are created by God, God gave us a purpose, gave us a destiny. He created us for something great, and He wanted us to fulfill those things for our life. But the very moment we begin to go against it, then we begin to attract every form of problem to our life. You can never make genuine progress if you try to oppose your destiny, you try to oppose God, or walk in opposition to your purpose. So the first thing you need to do is to understand how God works. Ask Him, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to dedicate my life to? And how can I use what you have given to me to make a difference in the world? How can I fulfill my destiny with the powers, with the stuff you've deposited inside my life? So by doing this, you stand a chance of making genuine progress in life. Well, those are one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people are finding it difficult to make progress. So if you can fix this stuff, then I believe you can actually begin to live a life of progression. And this podcast is for everyone to level up their life, to upgrade their life. So every episode is designed to help you upgrade your life. So if there are episodes you've missed, just scroll and listen to them, and I believe you will live an upgraded life. We've come to the end of this podcast, but before we go, I'd like to pass a very vital information. Number 1, you can sponsor your product or a service through this podcast. we have a lot of listeners, and so we can help you get your message out there. So just check the link in the description. You can also send us a donation, which will help us to get everything that is needed to make this podcast more impactful, and we can continue to help you live an upgraded life. The link will be in the description of this podcast. And if you have any question, you can send us a voice message. The link to send us a voice message will be in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe and invite your friends to also learn from the life of great. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you and have a wonderful day ahead.
This week's episode has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.